Good day, everybody. It's Max, and this is InfraSpace Infinity. That's right. And on today's episode, we're going to try a little more bouncing before I start blowing stuff up. That's how it's going to work. Before we get started, of course, I want to thank all recent subscribers, even if your names aren't at the bottom of the screen like they're supposed to be because the Steam Element's not working like it's supposed to. That's not my fault. Call Steam Element's helpline. All right. Nobody can find a helpline. It's the way it is. Of course, a big thanks to live chat, including Origin, who's arrived. Well, everybody just stand back. There you go. And, of course, it is all good in the neighborhood. You bet. And, of course, to everybody watching, whenever time zone you're in, I appreciate that very much, as I am getting a bit of a late start today. Do all the things. All the things. You betcha. So, if you push some buttons here, Max, do you think this will work? Well, let's hope so. Okay. Yes, look at that. It appears that it has worked. Hey, look at that. We're looking at the VR factory. VR education. We don't need no VR education. Yeah, well, I guess what? I guess we do. So, we're over here because we're looking at numbers, and I'm a little concerned about a few of the numbers. Of course, the first thing it says that holo displays are short. Not by a lot, but a little bit. And yes, like a lot of buildings are there, but I have several buildings that are full of holo displays and are not emptying out. So I am ignoring that number, to be honest. The same thing with sensors. So sensors, of course, I went through their buildings. There's 14. There's 10. Now, yes, all these buildings, there are a lot of empty buildings here, zeros and fours. I mean, that's a good thing, but that's what you want. You don't want these buildings being full all the time. So, yes, 14 and 10, maybe I should put one more on there. It's not short by much, though, and it could easily be from robots. But we'll throw a building on there just to make myself feel better, maybe. Here, have a building. Feel better about yourself. All right. How many is, what is that? 10 people? I didn't realize sensor factories were that expensive. Wow. That's a lot. Wow. I didn't realize they were that expensive. I really should have been looking at some of these new buildings and the numbers they need for. No wonder I have problems with population in this series. Like 10 people. I didn't realize like each one of these was like 10 people. I mean, 3, 6, 7, 8, 2 is 10, 12, 14. That's 150 people right there. Oh, wow. Okay. Like, what are you guys? 15. Wow, did they ever change the ratios on these buildings? No wonder I'm struggling. And these are 15. Wow. Where have I been living? Under a rock? Yeah, 4. This is the way it used to be. 4, 6. Like nothing, right? 4. Yeah, I like those ratios. Holy smokes. Okay, well, let's go on over here to these guys for a second. What are you guys doing? Not much. Yeah, like he's got 20. He's got 20. He's got 20. He's got 18, 14, 18, 18, 20. Like, these guys have got way too many. Way too many. And are you guys... Yeah, and these guys are full. Full. So you get 6 every 30 seconds. These guys need 4 every 60 seconds. I could try and start working on some ratios, but obviously these guys do not need the amount of factories they have. I'm going to leave it for now because we have the... you know what? I'm going to take 2 of them away. No, take 1 of them away. We will take this one away. We'll put in a recycle factory here just to make sure there's coverage, and then we'll go with that. All right. So, yeah, still not really believing that number either. All right. The big question, though, is chemicals. It says I'm short chemicals by like 300. Haven't found the evidence of that, though. Everything seems to be over-chemicalized. Like 21, 25, 17, 25, 21, 25, right? Like, all that has chemicals. Our other big user of chemicals is over here. As you can see, there's a lot of chemicals needed here, right? So that's 15, 21, 17, 13. Okay, 13's a little concerning, but not out. 21, 23, 21, 19. Like, these all have chemicals, and yes, I mean, they're not all at 25, but they don't need to all be at 25. Obviously, if they were all at 25, I would be really happy. But, we'll take it. So, I don't know. I just find that a few of these numbers are a little bit wonky, right? Anyway, we're going to let this run for a minute. We're going to see what happens. And then, while we're letting that run, we're actually going to get ready to do a little bit of a move. Hey, look at that. Wow. There's a cube for you. I must admit, it's nice to see a fully upgraded cube once again. Magnum PI, he's on the case. He knows what's going on in the real cube world. Magnum PI, he knows what's going on. He's got TC and his sister and everybody running around here. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this city in half. Yeah, that's a thing. Now, I wish I could get it all split in half today. But it probably will have to continue on Saturday, as once again my schedule's a little short. So we'll just have to deal. It is what it is, people. It's real life. real life is there, and it's in the way. What we have here is we're gonna let this run a little bit while I pull this highway back. We'll see if anything kind of gets jammied up. And then I think I'm going to try and split this cube in half. Put half of it over here. Right? Does that sound right? Sure. We're going to put half of it over here somehow. Maybe even 2/3 of it. As I try to size it out a little bit. See what we got going on. I did add nuclear to the equation. Let me tell you, that was a mess. That was so messy. On 3 separate occasions, I thought everything was fine, and then everything wasn't fine. And all 3 occasions, I had to save the city. That got messy. But does seem to be stable at the moment. So we're gonna go with it. Of course, by switching to nuclear, I'm saving people. Believe it or not, you get 750 for 10 people. So each person's providing 75 megawatts, right? Whereas here, for every, you got 2 people providing 75 megawatts. So each person at the solar plant's only providing 37.5 megawatts, right? So, in terms of ratio, you're getting double the power out of a person by running a nuclear plant than you are running a solar farm plant. So that is kind of one of them things I noticed about ratios, and now that they've gone extreme in the game, it's a move north. Yeah. So it's a little crazy here, and so one of the things I've noticed, and it's another thing, I really wish I had more time so far in the series, and of course it's just timing is just the way it is, right? People's lives are real, and sometimes things happen in real life you got to deal with. So I do wish I've had more time to look at just how wonky these numbers were. I mean, it really wasn't until the 4th live stream that I realized, holy smokes, these buildings take up a lot. And I mean a lot of people now. We've got 7,200. I mean, there's still a few buildings here that could upgrade, right? These buildings could upgrade, right? They're getting VR, but they're barely getting it, so they won't upgrade because it's not dependable enough. But I mean, so you could probably get 7,500 people in this cube, which is 5,000 people more than in my cube series in a cube, which is intense. That's really intense. Which means, every item counts in the game now. For sure, because it's expensive, people. It's expensive. Balancing makes it a little harder too. So my whole, like I said, last plan was to make these cubes a little smaller, I think is going to be my plan. We're going to try and do a design over here while we let this run for a bit. So let's let this run for a bit. Ratios, people. Wow, ratios. Yep. Now, what's going on here? I'm not going to panic on that. I mean, I probably should, but I'm not. I'm not going to panic on it, right? We're going to hope that it just works out, right? Okay. Sure, he says. We're just going to hope it works out, he says. All right. It's going to be fine. Yep. Okay. I'm just trying to move a few highways around here. Obviously, we're backing this way off. So as we can... I mean, this really gives you a really cool look at all of the cars coming in here to feed this sucker, though. Don't worry, it's just them, huh? Yeah, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Right up until they complain to the store manager, and then it's not fine anymore. That's it. So, now, we are trying to do this while keeping the city running live, right? I mean, this is a little bit risky, I will say. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to do this while the city is running, but I think we're okay to do this. We'll see what happens. I am currently doing it, so I mean, yikes. Sure. As long as I'm quick moving the nodes around, the traffic interruption is minimal, I think. So that's a thing. All right. And I'll stop here for a second to kind of look around to make sure to see how badly I've messed things up. So not too bad. Everything looks fine. Traffic into the city, still really good. I am a little concerned about this. I did let this run ahead for a bit, and this does become a problem. And that's why I'm doing this right now. If I let this city run for another 15, 20 minutes... what will happen eventually is this road just gives up. It wears out, and it just cannot keep up anymore. So that is why we're doing what we're doing, because we're basically just trying to get ahead of the storm through testing, right? So in testing, the city continues fine for quite a while. And then it starts to fall apart at that road juncture. The amount of home appliances and stuff that you need to keep things running is just so wonky. So wonky. All right. What are we doing here? Doing that. Okay. Sure. Can we fix that one? All right. Move that over here. Yes, now, I realize this is not exactly the most exciting thing to do, but without a blueprint system, this is basically the way you got to do it. Otherwise, I would just blueprint a highway system, delete this entire thing, and put it all back in. Is what I would do. But that isn't going to happen. Oh my. Okay. Why does that look so weird? Are we in free floating all of a sudden? Is that a thing? What's going on here? Yeah, why are we free floating all of a sudden? I didn't change that. Did I hit a button? Oh, I must have hit a button. Gosh darn it. Look, stop hitting buttons, especially when they're not healthy for you. Hit buttons in a healthy way. Okay, do that, do this. See if we can't fix these nodes up anyway. Sure. Now it's going to get exciting. Because, yeah. Alright, let's do that. Yes, there's a power line here. You know that's bad, right? Because moving power lines around is a pain. It's a large pain. Okay, so that one is tall enough that it can get underneath that power line, so I'll leave it for the moment. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to try and move this back? Sure. Do that. Okay, well, at least we didn't totally mess that up. I'll take that. All right, and we'll move this one back to there, and move this back to here. Excellent. That's how that works, people. Excellent. Makes me happy. As you can see, we took out the solar panels down this edge. I'm going to try to keep taking them out down here because I'd like to use all the room for this new cube test that we're about to try here. And we'll hit the play button. Again, we'll make sure that the cars are at least happy. Looks good. Everybody's happy coming into the city. But as we know, this now becomes a problem, right? And you can see the problems already starting to happen, right? There's our first VR issue. I don't know what it is. The city finally reaches a boiling point where traffic inserts are just too much for the cube, and it just can't get the cars fast enough in here anymore. I played with traffic lights. I played with intersections, intersection routing, you name it. I tried everything for about a couple hours. Well, it was 4 or 5 days ago when I tried it. Soon after the last stream, actually. And yeah, it just goes sideways. It goes into a death spiral that you cannot save. So it's like, okay, obviously my city cubes are too big for what it is we have to do now. Which means, it's time to redesign, right? So do we keep going? I'm almost to the end now. I might as well keep dragging it back. I don't know if this is going to be actually big enough. I hope so. My whole mantra mind here is that we're going to probably save like 10 grid spaces on this. So I'd like to think that this is going to be far enough back. There we go. Yeah, I know. Relax. There we go. All right. So let's do some designing. We'll do this. We'll do this, and we'll take it right from here. Sure. Nope. Don't want that. We do want this, and we'll take it from down here. All right. What do we got here? Are we gonna go? So this is a 6. This is 6 and 6. And if we're gonna condense that down to 4 and 4, you got to do 6 and 4, dude. You still got parks to worry about. All right. 6 and 4, is it? All right. What's 6 and 4 on either side, right? Because we're going to try and chop off an entire row on the outside edge of this thing. So this way is also 6 and 4. So this way here is already 6 and 4. So it's going to be 4 and 4. You think distribution center? But I think the intersections from the highway are too unreliable. True, but I still think the city block itself is too large. Let's say I had a distribution center right here, right? Let's say I had a home distribution center right here. So, we can try this. Let me save this, because if we're going to blow things up, then I can just reload, right? Again, I am perfectly fine with giving this a shot for something. 10 episode 08 A. I forgot what letter I was on. Okay. All right, we're going to give this a shot. And we'll just do it with, everything else is running fine-ish, but houseware, of course, or home appliances is our big gotcha moment, right? Okay. Yep. Go back to the game. All right, there we go. So let's see. We're gonna pull that back. We're gonna have to make a few adjustments here. And we will, well, we'll put in a normal section of road here for a second until we figure out what it is we're going to do with this thing. Distribution center. Cargo gondola, spaceship thingies. Where is distribution center? Oh, that's be under houseware, right? Yeah. Construction depot, blah, blah, blah. Distribution center and collection center. So, let's put this on the main road. Because water is water, right? You can plop water just about anywhere. Really. Water doesn't care. Water's fine. Distribution center. Okay. Rotate, rotate, rotate. How does it hook into a road? Okay, so here we go. We got... Yeah. Now, you know what? I wish them arrows were the exact opposite in the direction, but at least it's good to know. All right, so... my only concern is the placement of that. I am not happy about that. So let's move that up there for a second. Okay, we'll put you back here. We're going to put you back here. I'm going to move you up here. And move you up here. And I'm going to turn you sideways. And I'm going to move that up and turn you sideways and move you up. Yep. And then I'm going to put you right here. I'm not worried about this road. It'll never get used. So if we do this, and we do this, and we do this. Okay. This will have no choice but to go right anyway. I'm going to leave that like that as it is. Now, for the home appliances. I believe this is the home appliance highway. We'll plug that into there. Now, resources to distribute. Now, I have to build this. I have to build a thing on the other side, and we'll worry about that in a second. Home appliances, right? Home appliances, maximum storage, 200. We'll leave it at distribution radius. Heck, bigger, right about there. That will do. Yeah, distribute. Okay. Now, obviously, you'd probably want 4 of these. You would probably want 4 of these. Use max storage. Do you think? I don't know. It's going to be pretty scary. But you know what? Now we got to worry about the collection side of things. The collection center, right? Okay. So here we are at the other end. Mouse, I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. You betcha. So now this side of things. This is going to require me to re-engineer this highway a little bit, but we will do this. Okay, we'll pull this down. This highway is for computers, of course, so we're not too worried about them just yet. Then you can also see if you made enough for the cube. Right, yeah, well that's definitely what we're going to check here in a second. So I'm going to blow this highway up here, this highway up here. I'm going to move this highway out of the way temporarily. Yep. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have both of these lanes, right? These are dedicated lanes. I'm going to have both of these lanes with with collection centers to see if it makes any difference. So let's go back here. Collection center. I'm assuming. Wow, these buildings are really big. Let me put this down here. Yep, that's what we want. Okay, cool. Arrow's going the right way? Yes, but you have to make this a little bit wider. Like that, like this. And that one's actually really good. So now, if I do something like this, and just plug these in for now, and then I got to plug these out to this. Let's move that road node around so we can take advantage of it. There we go. And you can go there. You can go there. What are you doing for an intersection? Do I like that? I guess we'll have to wait and see how it goes. So over here, collection radius. Now, you know what's going to drive me crazy here is I wish this worked like districts, right? So I wish I could say this building, I want this building to do these buildings, and I want this second building to do these ones, right? Because now they're going to fight for each other. Now, they shouldn't be able to fight for each other, and I'll explain why in a second. But, right? That's right, yeah. You guys can't actually fight for each other's resources because of the way I did this. So, I'm going to expand these circles, right? I need you to collect houseware. And then I need you to do that right up to there. And then I need you to collect all you can. I actually don't want this guy to collect. I'm going to put this to 100. My concern here is if they don't start distributing right away. So this, we're going to expand him out. No, expand him out. Right to, yeah, not him. Yeah, won't get. All right. Are you doing that to be funny to me or what? All right. They take the closest one. Well, in this case, they can't. See, and this is a good lesson on using one-way roads. So, these, of course, use two items, right? They need plastic and they need electronics. Okay, so my electronics come from up here. My plastic is coming from this highway. But in both cases, they're one-way inroads. So this is a one-way inroad for the electronics. This is a one-way inroad for the plastic. And they've only got one way out. And that is out here to this and then to the highway. So you see, anybody on this road cannot interfere with this road. So this road will have no choice but to use this first one. And this road's going to have no choice but to use this one. That's why one-way roads. Why aren't you collecting? Why are you acting so weird? So see, that's what this is now. Yeah, this is what's happening. Do you see what's going on here? So this won't work. All right, so you'll see here what it's doing, and this is why I was saying I wish it worked like districts. So this collection center is collecting from every single building but that last one. And this collection center is only collecting from the last one. It's not going to collect from any of the other buildings. I can't put two of these in here because they interfere with each other. That is a terrible design. That's terrible. That's not going to work well at all, right? Right. So that sounds great, except that everything is built to run right to left. It's not built to run split middle to split, right? I can't move this building to the right. Everybody's driving to the left. So this design will not work. That's really a bummer. That's terrible. Okay, well, let's get rid of that because that's not going to work for us at all. And we'll take this. We'll plug it into this road. Oh, you missed that, dude. Are you gonna not play with me here? Yeah, plug into that. There you go. Let's see. What do you got here going on here? Chances are, is that going to be a problem? No. All right. We'll see. Well, we'll see what happens with the traffic numbers, I guess. But I got no choice but to do it this way now because now I need this building to cover all of those. That's just the way it is. No, it's not designed that way. You'd have to change this entire design to be middle-oriented, which means all the feeder highways would have to come through the middle and then split left and right equally. I want to see crawl. I want to see them duke it out. Fight! Hey, that sounds like a Mortal Kombat maneuver, doesn't it? Fight! Well, we already know who'd win. It would be the first building. He was going to take everything. It's crazy. Oh, gee. That's too much. I meant the outbound traffic. Yes, but at the same time, I guess they're all the outbound traffic was all using the same highway anyway. I don't think this is going to make any difference in terms of my design. Yes, it will make a difference in terms of maybe we'll try something over here. I got an idea. You kind of gave me an idea. Let me work on it for a second. So the outbound lane, we could try. See, the outbound lane's really tricky too because there isn't multiple outbound lanes, right? Like let's say this had like 2 roads coming out of it. I could take one road and go half of the city, and the other one go the other half. I don't think it's going to work. Anyway, we got this saved anyway, right? This is saved, so we can blow this up. Let's just blow it up. I mean, let's see what happens. I'm actually very curious. I mean, it's kind of quirky, but we'll see. We're gonna blow this up. Okay, home appliance people. I need you to come in here. You're gonna do the calculation radius. You're gonna do. I'll say 200 here, just to kind of give it. Connected distribution centers. Yeah, I want down here. I guess this is the thing, right? I need you to be there. Yeah, do that. Done. Okay. Okay. Now, do you know who your friend is? Yes, you do know who your friend is. Awesome. Let's not mess that up. Okay. Now, why are you complaining about roads? There's a road right beside you. Turn around. And we'll make sure you get hooked up with pipes because I know you didn't do that. There we go. Done. All right. All right. So I want to turn this on. I want to see what happens. I'm excited. You think I should max it out? My concern is that they're not going to send it until it's too late. But I mean, I will. Just a second. I mean, if you think that, okay, there we go. It's maxed. Okay. So let's hit the play button. Yikes. So if I click on this distribution center, right? Distribution radius, connected customers, 146. So I need 146. All right. Cool. What are you doing? Let's go find out how many we're making. You are connected suppliers, 44. What? That can't be right. I mean, this looks like a nightmare. this traffic over here looks like a nightmare. Connected suppliers. Oh, connected suppliers is 44. That can't be right. I mean, yes, the highway's busy, but I mean, even mathematically, I can figure out that this is doing pretty good. That number seems really wrong. Connected suppliers is 44. So are you saying you're only getting like 44 what? 44 a minute? 44 every 30 seconds? Because that's not right. Okay. Meanwhile, I mean, I'm not surprised these guys are losing their minds on that. I won't worry about that too much. What's going on over here? So now the demand is 150. Sure. Of course, I'm not seeing any cars get over here now. Where's all the cars? See, this is what I didn't want to happen. What it's doing is it's saying, oh, okay, I'm going to fill up your entire collection center first before I start handing out appliances, right? I can't even... No, it's not even collecting any. Like, where's all my... Well, get my house appliances down here, guys. What are you guys doing? Okay. They're driving. Okay, they're all the way down here. Okay, they are making the turn. And, oh, I suppose they're just cheating here, right? They're probably, no, they're not. They are not cheating this road. I will give them that. Here, have a normal node. Yeah, come on down in here, guy. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is going to get messy. Hey, guys, listen. Yeah, this is going to get nasty no matter what I did. All right, well, but see, this really doesn't solve my problem. Because now all I've done is I've moved the problem over 2 roads, and it's even worse over here because this isn't going to work. Now, this is why I want the superhighway, right? I want the there are 44 buildings. Right, there are 44 buildings, but I don't care how many buildings there are. I want to know the amount of stuff coming out of those buildings, right? Like this here, connected consumers. So you're saying that's not stuff they want. That's 153 houses. Okay, well that's great, except that doesn't really tell me anything, right? I do see that we're filling up on storage, but not because it's a good thing, but because they can't actually get out of the building fast enough to empty out. And this is what I was always worried about distribution centers, is that they're kind of just a delay tactic. It doesn't really solve your traffic problem. Like, this is a nightmare. This is bad. And the worst part is that now this is all in the wrong spot. I actually needed it over here. And I don't think that would even solve my problem over here. Anyway, nevertheless, it's exactly what I expected. I hate to say it, but it is exactly what I expected. They're just placeholders. They're not going to be as good as I thought they were going to be, right? Anyway, nevertheless, I gotta fix this now. We're gonna try. I'm actually gonna try and keep them. Yeah, that's a thing. I am gonna try and keep it, but I am gonna do this. We're gonna make some changes here. So I need you, my friend, to come over here. That is not where I want that. I want that over here. I'm gonna turn you this way. I'm going to move this down. I'm going to move you down. I'm going to move you down. I'm going to move this road back. So where is my node? Okay. I was going to say, are you going to show me these nodes or not? I hate that bug. Okay. You're going to show me the nodes, but they're all broken and you're busting my highway. Great. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to risk this for 5 seconds, and we're just going to rebuild the highway. How about that? So now we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Yeah, I'm not surprised of what's happened. You know, I just wish it had kind of not worked out the way I thought it was going to work out. So I knew you need to plug that in there. So this is where it gets exciting, because I need you to go this way. Where is this road over here? So I need most of this traffic to go this way. The problem is that when it does, so it's going to go that way. See, that will relieve a lot of this problem. That's fine. And does that fix everything up there? Yes, I think it does. The problem, well, yes, I agree. The problem is road management. The other problem is that the road management, no matter what I do, because of the ratio changes in the cube, they're just too high for the roads. It's just too much, right? That's why I want to reduce the size, right? I want to reduce the size. I have dedicated highways to fill this cube, and it is still not enough. It's not, no matter what you do for road management here, everything clogs up after a while because it just needs too much stuff. That's why I want to reduce this cube in size by building a second cube, so as I can divert this traffic into two ways and go with that, right? All right, so I'm just gonna fix this for the moment, and that's gonna fix that road. I'll hit the play button. Yep, these cars are going to disappear into abyss. That always bothers me when it does that, but we'll see what happens. Now, did you want to give these guys a traffic light for a few seconds, or are we going to try and, pretend I don't see anything going on here? We can pretend like nothing's going on. Okay, let's do that. All right. All right, what are you doing? All right, so are we getting any new cars? All right, we're still getting the cars driving into the abyss side of things. I hate that. Gee whiz. Again, what are you guys doing? Yeah, I wish most of you guys would not drive this way. Bothers me when they drive this way. Okay, it's fine. You know what you could do to solve that problem? I think no, it's 3-lane roads already, dude. There is no bigger roads. I need a 4-lane road. I need a 4-lane road. Anyway, I'm not going to get one. Meanwhile, are you guys still driving into the abyss? Give me a break. I mean, I really don't get me wrong. I am perfectly fine with this. All right, now we got cars actually driving in and then driving back out. Cool. Let's see where we are with this. Really, you guys are all trying to do this lane dance thing, are you? Sure. I'm okay with that, as long as you're not going to cause me any traffic headaches. Well, I will admit, I don't know why everybody's behaving themselves for the moment, but I'll take it. But I don't think that's going to continue very long. As you can see here, it's going to get it gets crowded really fast. I don't know why that's missing a line all of a sudden. It shouldn't be. What's going on here? Yeah, you guys are doing okay. This is wonky. Yep, I'll agree to that. I need a 6-lane road here. Listen, you can do. I'm gonna let you do this. That could be dangerous, and maybe I shouldn't allow that, but I am going to allow that. I might replace this road with just a one-way road. In fact, that's probably what I should do to try and alleviate some of the traffic flow issue here. So we'll do that. We'll do this. Now, yeah, get into that. Get into that. Do that. Of course, you all want to take this first. Really? Like, guys? There's two. Whatever. Do that. You guys aren't very smart. You know, how hard would have it been? Oh my goodness. Like, really, guys? You can't figure that out? You know what? Yeah, you do this. You do you. You do that. All right. Everybody, yeah. That is the wonkiest intersection ever. I'm not happy about it at all, but we're going to take it. Right. But I got to let these guys go straight at some point in time. This is fine. This is perfectly fine, he says. You know, food distribution. I'm sure they can figure this out. I'm sure they're going to figure this out, right? I mean, this node here, this is... Oh, damn, man. That's going to be messy. Yeah, well, I mean, I think you're on my Discord, right? You can put it... you can always take a screenshot and put it in the screenshots subform there. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yeah, look, see, this is what's happening. Yeah. And it's dying, right? So we're just not getting the throughput fast enough. It's not what the? No. Never mind. Okay. Sorry, guys. They don't even have any in storage anyway. Really? Anyway, nevertheless, yeah, downgrades. I have the population for these downgrades, but probably not that much population. Like, you can't go from 52 to 2. Like, that's not gonna work. Anyway, we'll see what happens here in a minute. This is why I want to this is why I don't want to do this at all. I'm just gonna rebuild my cube, right? Yeah, so we're gonna just do it that way. Yep, come on, let's go, game. I know, game. I really wish they would make this more efficient. Don't know what it is. This game is kind of painful to load. That's one thing about it. All right, so I am going to design on my cube here a little bit. I only got about 40 minutes of time left today, so I do want to work on this second cube and at least attempt. Maybe, I don't know if I'll get the whole thing designed here today, but I would like to try and split this cube into 2 because it's a mathematical volume thing. It's just about volume, right? The ratios have changed so much that they're just, yikes, they're killing me. And the reason is that if I can get this kind of done, I would like to start on one of the mega maps here within the next week. But I don't know if that's going to be a viable thing or not, but we'll see what happens. So let's do this, and let's get ready to make another cube. Do that. Now we have 6, 6, and 6, 4, right? So this is that's the 6, 4. This is the 6, 6. So let's go from here. First things first, we'll get a stadium. Gee whiz. No. Where's... Oh, park. Yeah, public services, you goof. Do you want to put a hollow cinema? Oh, wow, that's smaller. True, but its radius is smaller? Yes, the radius is small. Why isn't that fitting? What did I mess up there? Oh, darn it. I see what I messed up. Never mind. So the radius of that is that big, and the radius of you... Oh, wow. I didn't realize the stadium was bigger than that. But I don't really need it. I don't really need it bigger than that. In fact, I can probably get away with using this, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to... I'll stick with this. It's fine. Sure. Yeah, or a suggestion. I mean... those subforms aren't that busy, so you can put it into any one of those. I'm perfectly fine with that. Okay, first of all, get out of your theater here, you goof, because you messed this up. Okay, destroy this road. Boop, 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 boop. Like, we got 700,000 concrete, dude. I'm not too worried about blowing up a road. Do this, do that, do this, and this road actually has to go up by 1. Okay, there you go. Take you, and we'll put you in here somewhere, make you look pretty. So, now this is where we want to do, we're going to do this. Now, what is it, 6 by 6 going this way, right? 6 and 4. And I need that to be 4 and 4. Or do I go 6 and 4? Do I risk a 6 and 4? That's awful. That's awful risky. No, I think we go for a 4 and 4 all the way around, dude. If you do 4 and 4 all the way around, then that kind of gives me an idea of what I'm doing. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go. Okay, that's going to do that. Sure. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These nodes are off. I don't know why the game does that. It drives me crazy. It's like the grid is on. Just line everything up, dude. All right. Then we can do this. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And then 1, 2, 3, somewhere's around there. All right. Do that, do this, do that, do this. And we're going to cut this one in half. Like so. All right. Oh, and now you got to build onto the end side. The end pieces, you goof. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like this. Something like that. Yes. Sure. Oh, yep. it just booped at me. Bomp. Okay. Boop at me. See if I care. Okay. So, how do you want to handle that? Sure. Okay, we'll do it this way. Just to keep it clean and hopefully a little less traffic congestion. It's not like the space is being used by a building, so just do it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is where you have to do a 6 and 4 like this. And that's because these buildings are 11 long, right? Really? You... Game, what are you doing to me? Like, give me a break with this junk, would ya? like, I don't have it in the air. Like, I just don't care. So keep it on the ground, buddy. Gee whiz. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so that's cool. Now, next thing. Let's put on. We'll ditch all this. Yep. Now, how's that radius doing? Yes, nice. So now what about the parks, you goof? Yeah. Well, I'm sure I would have thought of that in a minute. Well, I mean, you don't need the big city park anymore. Would a smaller park do? Well, these tiny little ones aren't going to work. So that's not going to work. So if you do that there, if you do this, and then we do one on this side, can we use our new little tiny parks? Classic park, modern park, sure. Can we use our little tiny parks to fill in the holes? I think so. But they're terrible shape. They're 3x3s. Oh, really, guys? Like, you can't work with me here, right? That would have been unfortunate. Can I redesign the road network to work around that? Well, yeah, you can. All I'll do is I'll put farms around it. All right. So, that one there, and then maybe this one over here. Okay, that's going to handle that. Now for the schooling. What is it? Right, schools. Kindergarten. All right, so 4 schools is definitely going to be enough. So we'll put one there. And one there. And what the hey, we'll throw in a few kindergartens just because it's cool. Again, we kind of get a 1-spacer for that, right? So a free 1-spacer. There we go. Now, next, moving buildings. No, don't do that. That's not what you want to do. Do these take population? No, they don't. They don't take population anymore. Awesome. So now what we want to do, we're going to move buildings out of here, so they're going to have to share this food source. Well, they're going to have to share all the resources coming in. That being said, we'll put in, these are multi-directional roads anyway, so they're not bad. And by the looks of it, we're going to be all right there. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to build a loop-de-doo highway that runs around this sucker. Now, we need at least 2 lanes. You need at least 2 lanes, 3 lanes. You better put 4 lanes around it. So... and then this one can go this way. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes. We'll go this way. And like that. Do you want to attach this corner? Sure. All right, and then this one. Okay. Now down here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And again, I'm perfectly fine to take out these power plants or these solar power, which I will do here soon enough. Okay, and then go to here and there, and then you can go down to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try it from this way, I guess. Come down here, like that. Okay, hook into that. I really hate driving through mineral nodes, but not like I'm going to be able to avoid it. Okay, so... Oh, select research. No, thanks. I don't need any research. Research is good. So, yikes, game. Don't freak me out like that. Okay, so we got all the basics in. Now, how do you want to handle the road situation? Well, we should have... something like that. Of course, obviously, we're going to want to do something like... and again, I really wish it wouldn't do that. But this is good. I like this, and I'll show you why. Because over here, we're going to do the same thing, right? I'm not doing that. And this over here is going to do this. So if you're coming from this direction, you'll get the top lane. You're coming from this direction, you get the bottom lane for free. Congratulations. That's how I want that to work. Fortunately, it does mean I have to fix these all up manually, but I guess there's not much I can do about that. We'll get them all in first. See. Yep, keep going there, dude. Okay. We'll take this one to that one. And then this one to that one. Okay. Now, on the outside ring edge of this, of course, is going to be water and power, or water and oxygen. So that's why it is shaped the way it is. You got to do this. There we go. I can fix up the road lines later, and I see that, yes, even though I did back off this highway, I think I'll back this highway off even more to back it off out here. So let's have a look. No, you put that road in the wrong spots. All right. Take that out, and we'll put this road in. Oh, really, game? Really? Is that what we're doing today? You're gonna play the I want to bend the road rules? Okay. What is your problem? I'll just pretend you don't exist. Okay, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Sure. Now, you got what? 74, 10, 68, 69. The big issue here is I'm going to have to move the farms over, but I'm going to have to be very careful with the oxygen and the water. How many jobs? So that's 4 jobs each. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. So let's say each side needs 45, 90, or 180 people. I need about 200 people. 68, 69. So I need 200 people to double up on the water and oxygen needs over here, so as I don't steal it from this city while we're in the transition. Meanwhile, though, I am going to have to steal some of the food source over here because, well, really not much choice. You know, you got to be able to feed these people, I guess is the thing. Sure, I'm all right with that. So this is where we now got to start kind of being picky because I got no choice but to steal their food. Welcome to it. Sure, he says. And we're going to steal this one. Now, just to let you know, the one thing we have plenty of is food in the city, right? Simple meals. Right now, we have 186 in the city. We only need 75. I've got over double of what we need. So I can take half of the food out of this city, and it would still be perfectly fine at over 100%. Always seems to happen for me. So we're going to just keep grabbing stuff out of here for now and plop it over to this city. So basically, I'm just going to take every second building I see here. That's what I'm doing. We took all them ones. And I was sure there was like another one to take here. Anyway, that's fine. I'll take these guys. I'll just take one of these guys instead. Take that guy. All right. Put him there. And we'll take this guy. Sure. We'll take him. So rotate. There we go. Now, we gotta keep pulling more food over than that, dude. Or these guys are gonna starve to death. Well, that's true. Wouldn't be good. So how do you want to handle that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wouldn't you look at that? So we should put a building here. So look at that. We're gonna get semi-lucky here with some space. Take that one. And we can run some simple food right down here like that. And we'll be able to do the same thing on the other side of that road. Nice. Nothing like redesigning a cube on the fly. Because, hey, why not break a thing, right? I mean, that's what we do here. We break things. So we're going to do that. And I know there's another one in there. You know what? Let's go up here. We'll steal that one. Okay. So now we got those 4. Where do you want to put your next ones in? What's our numbers here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. And that's because I put this road in. I could take that road out. And I could take that road out and we would get another 8 in there. Is that going to be a bad thing? Not really. The kindergartens, I just realized, have a spot for 2 more, so that's fine. We'll take 2 more for them. That's right. Give me the kindergarten stuff. Okay. There we go. And we'll grab another one. We're gonna grab another one. Grab another one. And another one. And another one. All right, there we go. We'll grab this one. Rotate. So I can get 8 more in here if I take out this road and it's nice and clean. This leaves all 4 blocks for all the buildings, right? And that's what I'm trying to do. If we're going to shrink... Oh, look at that. We've got spots for 4 more there. Nice. All right, I'm good with this. 4 more going in. Turns out that our new park placement actually leaves me a little room to put in 4 more. I'm all happy for this. Yes, please. Yes, twice. Okay, we'll rotate you. Rotate. Did I get you in there the right way? Yes, I did. Excellent. And I know there's 2 more here because I looked at them and I thought, yeah, I'm going to take those 2. And then I looked away. Darn it. Well, we're going to take that one anyway. We'll put you over here. Rotate you this way. There we go. And I'm actually going to just take 1 more and we're going to see if that will run. Look at that. There's 4 in there. Sneaky. Okay, rotate there. Now, we'll know if there's not, right? Because, obviously, if there's not, then it's going to start falling apart. So, we're going to take away these power nodes. If I have to, maybe I should put some extra down just in case. Do this. Yeah, give me that. Temporarily. I'm just going to move some power nodes around here. Okay, we'll do that before I take these out. You're going to have to run some power line in here, dude. Yep. Okay, so power line, because you just cut off most of the city. And I'll tell you right now, let me tell you what isn't happy when that happens. The city tends to be really cranky when it loses a lot of power. I know from experience. So... Now, you do need to run a power transformer in here somewhere. That's always a thing. You do this every time, Max. Where are you going to put this power transformer at? Right there is on the very edge. Right there gives us good coverage. I like that, but it does mean you're going to lose a few pieces of road, right? You're going to lose 1 piece of road, right? Yes, you are. So what does that mean? That means you got another place for 2 more farms. That's what that means. Well, it means you got a spot for, 3 more farms is what you got. Cool. I will try to have a look at it a little later tonight because I'm not going to, again, I'm going to start, I'm just moving stuff over for now. But like I said, I will have to end the stream here relatively soon, which is just because of things. So I'm not going to get to start this back up anyway. And then what I'll do is I'll go look at your drawing and then I'll make tweaks to this. Design so as on Saturday when we do try to fire this back up, hopefully we don't blow everything up, and hopefully you can have distribution centers in there at the same time, because that would be awesome, right? Get rid of the power thing, dude. Yes, so I want to steal a few more of these farms. So this node here is now blocking the road. But because it's blocking the road, that's enough for 3 farms. So we can throw 3 farms in there. Okay, go do that. Yeah, we'll make that work. We're going to make that work. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll have a look at your drawing, and then I'll look at my design that I'm doing here. I'll look at your drawing to see how about the distribution centers. Then what I'll do is I'll try to, like, for example, let's say I look at, I'm off by 1 there. I just realized it. I'll have to fix that. But then let's say, for example, we're going to do, like, let's say I would do distribution centers out here like something like this, right? Say something like that, right? Then what I would do is I could redesign this a little bit to make this all interconnected so as it would, and then what I would do is try and do half the city, half and half, 50-50 maybe. I don't know. But we'll see how it goes, right? Because right now, this would, like, so maybe I would try to do some sort of weird coverage, like maybe like this, and then do the other one on the other side, maybe overlapping somehow, and then it maybe figure that out. I think it would be, it can be in the center. Oh yeah, it could be in the center. The problem is that I want the distribution to be outside of the city center, so as it can then drive around and then get into the city faster. Anyway, I'm going to have a look at that drawing. I'll get that out of there for now. I'll have a look at the drawing, and we'll get ready to start pulling some of these over. And hopefully by Saturday, if my life is just so crazy. Hopefully everything goes right there. Now that should be a fair amount of farms for this. Which actually works out really good. So do you want to do the oxygen next? All right, so let's do oxygen. We'll do oxygen and water, get that all sorted, and then that's where we'll top up for the day. Offline, I'll start dragging buildings over here because that's a very boring process, I'll admit. It's it's not the funnest thing to do. These are oxygen tanks, right? So I want oxygen tank. Can we turn it this way? Yes. Let's put in oxygen tank here. We'll put an oxygen. Oh, thanks. No. Rotate there. We'll put the oxygen tank in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, you could actually put that oxygen tank in this way. And I'll explain why in a second. So this way, and then this one this way. It's just the way the math works out on this. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. Let's go for water up on this end. These are all 3x3s. That stinks. But because there's no way to fix this one. So that's going to be water. That will be water. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I know. Well, I will have to put these on the outside, I guess. Okay, now let's gas and liquids. So oxygen running down this side and all the things. Yes, I know you have no road. I might blow you up in a minute. Okay, right to there. Okay, rotate this way. Okay, and all the things. Now, this poor guy out here in the middle of nowhere. All right, we'll kill you off for a minute. I could try to do the road trick with him because I don't need this guy to drive anywhere. There you go. You're happy. He doesn't need to drive anywhere. We're going to put piping in for all this, right? So we'll be there. So, oh yeah, I'm assuming everything can go into a distribution center according to the icons in there, right? If I throw that out there, like these icons, I mean, it has all the stuff, right? Everything from simple foods to, I don't know why it has education. Why has it got education? School. It even has the school icon in here, which that's weird. That's very weird. Yeah. So not only do they allow all the goods, they allow all the services too, which is kind of weird because I don't think that would do anything. But we'll just pretend that's fine. We'll pretend that's fine. Yeah. Bloop 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 bloop. Yeah. They allow. I think that's funny myself. Right? Yeah, they allow for schools to go put your kids in the distribution center. Gee. Oh yeah, here come the jokes now. Yeah, just throw. What? Don't want to deal with your kids today? No problem. Just throw them in the distribution center, and they'll get distributed to their closest school as soon as possible. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be just fine. Oh, gee. Yeah. This is all gonna go sideways really fast. So now for the piping. All right, piping. Do. Okay, up to there. Did I go one too high? Yeah, it'll be all right. It'll be fine. You'll be fine. Do that. Okay, we're good there. Right here. Okay, so now for the water. Water runs back here. And run the water down. I don't know if I could cheat this by running it down the center like this and it will catch both sides. I'm going to try it. We'll see what happens. If I have to, I'll fix all the piping. I usually run double lines for water because you just really can't trust it. I mean, ever since the early days of playing... Oh, you're not happy about that. Well, let's try this. There you go. I was going to say, why are you not happy with that? But you're happy now. As long as you're happy now. Okay. Okay, excellent. So that's going to handle all the oxygen. Look at that. We still got 400 jobs. That's exactly how that's supposed to work out. Excellent. All right. So now the big job for me to do is I'm going to back this highway offline. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to back this highway off again a little more because I'd like to have the highway about back here by another 10 squares just so as I have room to play around with this thing. That'll be the first thing I do offline. Second thing is I'm going to start dragging buildings over, right, into this slightly smaller square, and that'll be fine. I will have a look at the distribution thing that you've posted up, so that's awesome. And I'll see if I can incorporate it into this design to see if I don't blow things up, because that could happen. I am going to have to then hook up the highways to this cube as well as this food storage, right? I don't have enough jobs, obviously, to duplicate this food network again. So it's going to have, like, this is enough food for the city, I am a little concerned about these good meals over here. But what I'll do is I'll probably add another couple of rows, and then I'll just hook it to both sides with one-way roads so as it has the ability to flood into either part of the city, right? That is how we'll handle that. All right. With that, I'm going to push buttons. Do that. There we go. Big thanks to everybody who's recently subscribed. Of course, we're going to... I'm going to give us the parting shot here of craziness. Wow. The things I get into. Let me tell you. So, balancing and now the new cube design. Now that we know that the ratios have changed so much that my old cube design is a little wonky, we're going to reduce the cube size by a bit. And then by reducing the cube size by a little bit and then trying to feed 2 cubes, hopefully we'll get along with that for the stuff. Is that what it is? I thought you were going to give a comment like, well, the reason we can put kids into the distribution centers is for the Karens, right? I mean, come on. I've been waiting 5 minutes for that joke. I was pretty sure you were going to throw me one of those. You know, I was kind of, distribution center for kids. Come on, that was if it works, it can save you them looking for a good school, right? Come on, this is a free opening. This is a free opening. Distribution centers for collection and distribution centers for your kids, right? Just because they don't got no time for that. They got no time for kids, right? They got to go see the manager. They got to put their kids somewhere, right? That's how that works. All right. Big thanks to recent subscribers. Of course, a big thanks to Chat Origin, Kroll. Of course, I appreciate the chat very much. Mouse snuck in there. Just completing the same reconfigure on my own city. It really helped. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. I think it's going to be... I just had to reduce the cube size, get it back down to like about 5,500 so as the traffic isn't overburdened, and I think it'll be fine. I agree with you there, Mouse, big time. So with that, I want to thank everybody for hanging out. I'm Max. This has been InfraSpace. As we now work with the new ratios in 1.0, all the new craziness. I can't believe how big this food is. That blows my mind still for the size of this cube. I mean, the food is bigger than the cube now. I've never had that. Anybody just going back to my old series will look at the difference. They'll be like, holy smokes, really? You could get away with such little food? Yeah, you could at one time, but you can't anymore. So it is what it is. I want to thank you all for hanging out and doing all the things. Saturday, this comes back. Offline, I will move as many of these buildings as I can over to this new cube, and then we're gonna try and balance it out. Holy smokes, that'll be crazy. I look forward to Saturday. Of course, I'll be back again tomorrow with a stream. Is it tomorrow or tomorrow's Thursday? Might be Thursday, Friday. Anyway, I guess schedule. Check Discord, check Twitter or X or whatever letter we're using, and check Instagram. Links are in the description. I post daily what it is I'm playing. And I want to thank y'all for hanging out. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Take care.